about fundraising and grant writing. And I even brought my old assignment when I had to do a resource development plan. Wow, this was a beast. And it was a major part and a major percentage of our grade, and it was a group project. And I'll share something with you about myself. I'm not the greatest person to do a group project, but I think it's so important that you do that, because in school and at work or in your internship, you're going to have to work collaboratively. So it helps you when you are one of those people who like to get it done on your schedule, do it the way you want to. It's good to be able to do group presentations as well. So I am going to touch on other aspects of not just grant writing, but other means of raising funds. And I'm also going to not just stay in the nonprofit sector. I'm also going to talk a little bit about for-profit, because I think, as I sort of touched on the last time, who remember one impactful thing I talked about last time?
EEOC.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody else remember anything? I knew you were going to say it. I knew it. I knew it. All right, so fundraising, the backdrop of fundraising, it's about, at the core of it, it's about relationships. If you build relationships and you develop them and maintain them, then you can get the funds. Because people put their money where their heart is, right? So if you don't develop relationships and maintain them, then you're not going to get any funds. Would you give funds to somebody that you don't have a relationship with? So many people are running and looking for the gifts when they have to realize that you have to get the relationship built first. Then, once you get enough of relationship built and established, then you can get the gifts. But that's like putting the cart before the horse if you're trying to get the gifts and not relationship. That's like a cold call. You're eating dinner and someone calls you and they're soliciting you and they haven't built a relationship with you. Is that something that you are amenable to? Do you sort of like, why are they bothering me?
I don't answer.
My husband just walked past it like it's non-existent. Right, so at the end of the day, fundraising at the core is about developing and maintaining relationships with people with similar passions and the power to impact. They have power, money, influence, and they have the same passion. So make sure it's the same passion and power, and make sure you have a relationship. If you do that, then you're on your way. When you're building relationships with potential donors or grantors, it's an essential part of the process of building those relationships. You have to do it. And you can't just merely look for gifts, you got to look for givers. And then also, remember, as I said, relationships precede resources. I'm going to drive that point home. When people who work for organizations, they're called developers. They develop relationships. So when you're developing like a picture, is it just instant? Remember the old cameras? You had to develop it in a dark room. And if you just make your livelihood as a developer, it's like developing in a dark room. They don't know you, and you're trying to get them to be on board with your cause. So you have to develop the relationship, even before you do the ask. You got to make sure that that's a good fit between your cause and what they also believe in, and that they're willing to invest in, okay? And grantors want to invest in people, potential participants, rather than merely just the organization. They really want to know that the potential participants of your grant or whatever your fundraising strategy is, they want to be a part of that. And they want to know that you know what you're doing and you have enough of information to be able to be the right person that they would invest in and be able to carry that project out. Okay? So nonprofit, what's a nonprofit? Somebody tell me what a nonprofit is.
I'm not making money off of it, like the business itself is not
Tell me your name again. Jamie. So it means not for